Alright guys, welcome back. Survival Living here. So today we have a weekly prep video. Now we try to do this as much as possible to encourage others to get out there. Make sure you start buying stocks of food. You don't have to buy what we buy, alright? We shop at Walmart a lot because we get better bang for our dollar. Alright, it stretches out our income and buy more supplies. You shop wherever you want to. And again, you don't have to buy what we buy, but we always try to add more stocks. Fact is, guys, we're seeing an increase in food prices. All you have to do is go into the store and remember what you paid, 6 months ago, and you'll see it. All right, we've done videos where we've shown the different prices over the past 2 years of how it keeps increasing, and it's going to continue to increase, and there's going to be food shortages. There's a lot of things going on with the ports. We discussed that in one of our previous videos, should be popped up there. Also with the Panama Canal, all right, because of the water levels there, the water levels are lower. They're having to put less product on the ships to get it through that canal, which trickles down to us. So let me go and go over what we have here. We have food and a couple other items because we were talking about, I did a community post when I was out there in the woods, that we're also going to be focusing hard on our financial preps as well, and that is precious metals. First up though, food. This is the Bristol canned ham. I've done videos in the past where we open up just about all of our preps, show you what's inside these cans. Again, purchase what you want to. If you never tried this, just get one, take it home, try it before you go buy 20 cases of them. This here, we picked up 5. Doesn't need to be refrigerated unless you open it. All right, there is 16 ounces, 1 pound of ham in here. We use this mainly we either fry it up or we make it real thin slice for sandwiches. And that's what we use it. We use this on a weekly basis. Our preps, our canned goods, our dry goods is a rotational stock. So everything we purchase, we are using. It never gets near the best by date or an expiration date. And yes, expiration dates are depending on how you store it. If you store it correctly, you get a lot longer life out of your canned food. Unfortunately though, a lot of the cans I'm seeing have the pull tabs. Yeah, just about all the cans I'm seeing now. There's not many left that don't have pull tabs. So we got 5 of these. These things are not cheap. They went up in price too. They're about like four bucks a pop now. Crazy. Next up, we have the Walmart canned chicken breast. This here is the chunk chicken breast with rib meat. This is the 4-pack. 4-pack at Walmart is right at $10 now. I used to get this same 4-pack for $7. It's almost at $3. It's like $9.98. That's why I say $10. $3 increase. Yeah. So we picked up 3 more of this. That gives us 12 more cans. We had a lot of chicken in our meal plans and things like that. It's worth it. It really is. And we picked up 2 more boxes of the spaghetti 4 1-pound packets. There's 4 individually 1-pound packets of spaghetti noodles here. I eat a lot of spaghetti. I love having spaghetti. So I picked up 2 more. That's an additional 8 pounds of spaghetti. That's what we did at the grocery store this week as far as prep goes. When you go to the store, pick up an extra can of something. You can get the chicken in the single can, ham. Grab an extra can, put it back in your rotational stock. Get food put back. Next up, guys, we did get our shipment in from Money Metal Exchange. We try to stock up precious metals as much as possible, but the first thing you need to do is make sure you have food. You have water filtration. That's the main thing. You have all your other preps in place. Medical, if you are dependent on medicine, yeah, make sure you got that. So when it comes to precious metals, let me get this out of here. We picked up a new Valcambi silver. This is the breakaway 1 gram bar. It is 100 grams. It's a little over 3 ounces of silver. The premiums on these are ridiculous. Very high premium. Okay, but we're in the position. See, we stock up precious metals. I've done videos. We stock up rounds, bars, gold backs. We show what we do. I like these as a bartering item, smaller exchange items. And when I say bartering item, a lot of people get all bent out of shape about this. They talk about You know, I won't trade you this, I won't trade you that. That's fine. You don't. I'm not trading with you anyway. When the American dollar collapsed due to inflation and then hyperinflation, those dollar bills become worthless. I always bring back the point of Venezuela, breaking off gold and silver to pay for haircuts and meals. You can also pay rent. When the dollar is devalued, you're not trying to exchange this for that, all right? Because the dollar is not worth anything. You're exchanging this for goods and services is what you're doing, because it's the next form of money. This was the ultimate form of money to begin with. And then the fiat currency came around. Fiat's still pretty freaking new. Gold and silver is always held. This is why we stock it up. There's plenty arguing with me on that. That's fine. If you don't want to stock up gold and silver, don't. All right? I'm just showing you what we do. We also picked up a new PAMP. This is a 1 gram bar. Let me see here. I went and got my information here and how much I paid for this. $91.41 for 1 gram of gold. The premium was $27.93. That's the premium on this, and that's why it was $91.41 for 1 gram of gold. Unfortunately, I do not have the means to be buying 1 ounce of gold each time. We buy gram sizes. We buy gold backs. We buy 2.5 on the gram size when we do our gold. Our main is silver. That's usually what we buy in bulk, because I can take $1,000 and buy a lot more silver compared to $1,000 and only get me a ½ ounce of gold. I can get multiple ounces of silver. But gold and silver is just a transference of wealth. You're not going to get rich. I've made money off of it, sure. Buy low, sold high, but I don't recommend that. This should be a prepping item you put back. It always hold value. It always have value. It's something for your family later on. Mainly, we prep this because we think and we believe that the economic collapse will happen. The dollar will fall. You know, when they try to push this centralized banking, digital currency, all this stuff, you know, they're going to get away of fiat dollars entirely and everything digital. There has to be a crash to make that happen. No one's just going to jump on board. There's going to have to be an event. So that dollar eventually is going to go away. What you need is something that's going to provide finances for you and your family. Main thing is food. So back to the Valcambi bar, price $168.82. All right, again, there's only a little over 3 ounces of silver in this. An ounce of silver going rate is about $28 online. Okay, that's not the spot price. That's what the premium price is right now. Currently, I paid $28 premium per ounce, so it's $28 times 3. That was a premium fee for this, which is why I came up to $168, because there's only a little over 3 ounces of silver in here. But we purchased this again. We have these. I like picking these things up when I can, because I can break off a single gram size bar to trade or make purchases with. And that's why I like these. So that is that. Food first. Water filtration, medical supplies, defensive tools. Have your basic supplies that you need to extend your life and the life of your family first before you ever get into precious metals. We're in the position where we can. We have over 2 years stock of normal rotational good. On top of that, we have our long-term food supplies. I won't go into detail on that because I don't want to give out so much information. That's it. I don't tell people where I put things. I will tell you this, spread your stuff out. Again, prime example, when I lost my home due to a house fire, I lost every single prep that was inside the house. Fortunately for me, I kept things in outdoor buildings and things of that nature away from the house. So I was able to still have something, but we lost everything all in one hit. This is why we tell people to spread it out. You need to have food in other locations for bug out situations too. You need that. You need that stuff put away in different spots. Don't leave it in just one spot. All right. You know, we do have a storage facility, and I spoke about this before. We actually have multiples. We have one that is temperature controlled. We're able to store up a lot of stuff there. We have routes and means to get there multiple times. Now, I've seen the comments, well, if they call martial law, they're going to raid all those storage units right off the bat. That's not going to be the first primary objective if they yell martial law. But I'm going to get my food out and moved before martial law is declared or set up in place. So a lot of people on YouTube think they always have an answer. They just type in a bunch of stuff, but they really don't think of the logistics of things. I'm the type of person that puts the boots on the ground when I'm doing stuff. I put my hands on, I show you what can and cannot work. Not theorize here. I don't theorize jack. I look at scenarios, I make plans on it, and then I act on it. That's what preppers should be doing, not just watching YouTube videos. Hear me on this. I see the comments. Knowledge is power, but if you cannot make that knowledge into an actual physical thing because you have not practiced and you do not hone the skills on being able to do it, won't do you no damn good. Case in point, the bow drill. Creating fire, rubbing sticks together. Yeah, I know how to do it because I watched it. You're not going to be able to do it. It takes practice, dedication to learn the bow drill. Yeah. You're not just going to go up there and bust out a bow drill and start a fire when you're freezing to death or you got wet conditions out there because it's been raining. It's not going to happen. This is why I tell people to stockpile food. That's why I tell people to get precious metals. Get these things stocked up. Have these things spread out. Don't keep them all in one spot. It's your responsibility to provide for your family. Being a know-it-all on YouTube just because you watch a YouTube video does not make you an expert at jack. What makes you an expert at it is constantly doing it. I'm an expert welder. I'm a journeyman welder. Why? Because I put the time and the years in learning how to perfect that trade. Not from watching a YouTube video. Don't worry. I've seen those guys come out to the yards all the time. Yeah, man, I know how to weld. I watched this guy on YouTube, and guess what? They couldn't weld, but they watched enough videos about it. All right, guys, I want to encourage you to get food. Get out of your comfort bubble. Get supplies. Hone those skills. Be prepared. Because if you're not prepared when this stuff happens, all your good intentions and all your typing away stuff is not going to save you and your family. All right, guys. Speak to y'all later.